2 weeks into the MLB season, it's time for power rankings. Before we get going into it, make sure you guys are subscribed to the Windup so you don't miss out on the baseball content. Big shout out to our members getting access to these videos early. But first, I want to give a quick shout out to today's video sponsor, Prize Picks, America's #1 sports picks app. Use our code HMA to get $50 instantly as soon as you play your first $5 lineup. So click the link in the description right now, download Prize Picks, and use our code HMA. Not to mention, Prize Picks is so easy to use. Simply select more or less on a few different players, put them in your lineup, lock it in, and see how you do. For today's picks, I went with Pete Alonso more than half a total base. He's been swinging the bat well. Connor Griffin more than half hits plus runs plus RBIs. And I think Max Meyer is going to get less than 15.5 outs just because he hasn't been going very deep. Need to get some right. My last one was truly horrible. What's great is that Prize Picks is also available in most states, including California, Texas, Florida, and even New York. So click the link in the description right now and download Prize Picks. And don't forget to use our code HMA to get you $50 instantly as soon as you make your first $5 lineup. Remember, only play if you can play responsibly and have the means to do so. Thank you to Prize Picks for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to it. Let's do it, James. Let's rank teams. Number 30. Who you got? We're going to do the chunks of 5 again?
We have to chunks of 5.
Chunks of 5.
30 is going to be the 3-hour video, but chunks of 5. 30, worst team in the league. It's still the Rockies. 29, the White Sox. 28, the Washington Nationals.
Ooh, okay, so we do have the same bottom 3. I'm just going to jump in real quick because we'll get these out of the way quickly.
Yeah.
White Sox are the worst team in baseball. They don't play good baseball. They don't pitch. They don't hit. There's nothing good going on in Chicago. No, it's not. It's not good. They have a couple arms that are interesting. The bullpen is not good. The White Sox are the worst team in baseball. Had Nationals at 29. I had Rockies all the way up at 28. You want to know why? Rockies took a series off the Blue Jays, who we'll talk about in a second. Rockies are playing clean baseball. I don't know if it's good, but it's clean baseball, something you can't say about the Nationals or White Sox.
No, it's not. I mean, the Nationals aren't playing clean baseball, but they're actually playing fun baseball.
Yes, White Sox, hitting.
The White Sox are not playing fun baseball. They still, of these 3 teams, to me, still have the best players on the field, so I'm still just not going to use a 15-game sample and change this that much.
They've scored 40 runs in 15 games.
Yeah,
that's unbelievable.
But then, 27, I have the San Francisco Giants.
I have the San Francisco Giants as well at number 27.
Okay, at 26, I had the Angels.
Okay, so I have the Angels a little bit higher. I went Astros at 26. I'm done with the Astros. This might be an overreaction, to be fair. They're still hitting at an incredible rate. But their pitching is so insanely bad that I don't know how they actually win more games than almost anybody in that division because the pitching is going to be so horrible. And that's if nobody else gets hurt in a rotation that is full of guys that still are injury-prone, in a rotation that is full of guys who still stink at pitching. So, like, for me, probably a little dramatic putting the Astros there, but they're in the same range.
Yeah, I didn't have them that much further ahead for all the same reasons. And when we talked about this kind of stuff heading into the season, it was basically the Astros. If one of the 2 guys goes down, whether it be Hunter Brown or Yordan Alvarez, we didn't see how they could possibly recover. Hunter Brown has immediately gone down. It looks like he might be down for a very long time. So it's kind of, there's not really any salvation for that team right now.
Yeah, Tatsuya Mai does not look particularly good either early on in the season.
And he might be hurt too.
Yeah, again, who saw that one coming? And then let's quickly talk about the Giants. This team stinks from players to pitching, to fielding, to vibes, to management, to front office. There's nothing going right in San Francisco. And it's one of those things where I'm sorry to one of our members, big Giants fan, who's like, you guys always dog my Giants. And I think we've unfortunately flipped them now, where he's like, oh, this team mega stinks. Who saw that coming?
Which is funny, though, because they did take a series off the Phillies, who I still have very, very high in my rankings. Yeah. But there's just such a... And they've also taken series off the Padres, who I think have nearly the most wins in baseball right now. But there's just, I don't know, there's like a foul odor with this Giants team where it doesn't feel like it was built, the team was built in a coherent way. It doesn't feel like the clubhouse is like really jiving in any way, shape, or form. Like it's just not, I don't know, it's a poorly constructed baseball team. The bullpen woes are really coming back to bite them. Like it just doesn't feel like a good team to watch at all.
There are teams in this that will have worse records than the Giants that are ahead of them. This is not based solely off of records. We're 15 games in. It would be absolutely insane to go off of records. Then why would you click and watch this video? If you want to hear opinions on teams and where we think they're going to finish based on what we've seen thus far, that's kind of where we're going.
It was kind of hard for me to make teams that dramatically different from the last time we did a full power ranking, which was like 7 weeks ago, just because we haven't seen enough. It's just about the things that we've seen, and the slight injuries were sadly the fact that the impact of the Astros a lot, but how that's changed things so far.
Yeah, I think the Astros have been a big jump down. That was probably the biggest drop for each of us, along with the Giants, even though they were still kind of in that 20-ish tier.
Yeah, definitely. I had another team. I think actually I dropped further. My furthest
Really?
dropper. Yeah, they're coming in a few more quads.
Okay.
Quads, fives.
But yeah, that was our 30 to 26. I'll get us started here at number 25. I've got the St. Louis Cardinals. Number 24, I've got the Angels. Number 23, I've got the Twins. 22, I've got the Reds. And 21, I've got the first place Tampa Bay Rays.
Okay, nice. So not that different. 25, I also have the Cardinals. 24, the Twins. 23, the Astros. 22, I have the Rays. And 21, I have the Diamondbacks.
Ooh, okay. I have the Diamondbacks a little bit higher. Cardinals, this is like where we're starting to get into the tier of, I think, teams that are playing baseball now. Like, I think the Cardinals are playing baseball. This is not a rollover win. Obviously, they took a series off the Mets. That made us look like idiots, even though I still think this Cardinals team stinks, but they stink in a way where it is not going to be show up and beat them just by being there.
No, it's a way better stink. I think Michael McGreevy's nice with the deep pitch mix. Matthew Liberatore's a functional starter. Red Sox fans watching Dustin May low-key slice them up was probably hell on earth. Also, like Riley O'Brien looking like a bona fide, legit closer. Like, he's nasty in the back. That's a huge deal for a team like this. And a big thing with my Cardinals ranking to take them out of that horrible tier is that Jordan Walker's now a true middle of the order bat.
And J.J. Weatherholt's good.
Yeah, he's solid. I mean, J.J. Weatherhold's solid. He's doing like the 700 OPS high on base percentage thing we figured he would do. But now that top four of an order of Weatherholt, Herrera, Burleson, Walker, it's like, oh, that's a group of baseball players for sure who can do damage any inning.
Yeah, those are guys that the Cardinals might keep around as like you'll go around if we ever get some legit big pieces now.
And of course, Mason Wynn too. Ramon Urias, he's having a defensive mixtape season so far. But like this Cardinals team is a very very functional baseball team, which I think there was some concern of whether or not they would be heading in.
And similarly, I had the Angels at 24. You had them at 26 for the same reason. I feel like the Angels are becoming more functional right now, which is just such a massive win for the organization, and especially on the pitching side, just being able to get Jose Soriano, not just good, to be
Great.
a phenomenal starter, someone who we were all over all off season, along with the fact that they've just gotten more performances out of guys on this pitching side and even in the lineup where it's like Major League Baseball players, not just Mike Trout surrounded by a bunch of idiots.
I mean, Zach Nello looks great again. Jorge Soler's come out of the gate blazing hot. All the momentum is going to get stopped by a suspension coming up any second now. Joe Adell is hitting for an average but no power, which everyone expected coming in. But this team, they're going to have a reckoning soon with the bullpen.
Yes.
Like, they're running away. Jordan Romano right now, I don't know how he's doing it. And Kirby Yates will come back. But that's why I still think they're kind of still one of the worst teams in baseball.
Yeah, I mean, we had them 2 spots different, so not too different. Twins in first place. We both had them in this next chunk. I don't believe it. They play chaos baseball. It's we're gonna out hit you, and I don't really know how they're doing it still.
Josh Bell, you talk shit about Josh Bell. I told you this guy's gonna have a 110 OPS plus, and right now he's got like 150. But this also, like, Luke Keeschel and Buxton haven't even really gotten going yet. Like, Trevor Larnack is not a name that will turn your head, but he plays fine ball. And big thing with them is that, again, we wanted to see some kind of pitching steps taken forward with the guys who they acquired last year. Taj Bradley looks much better. Mick Abels had a good appearance and a bad appearance, but it's
Simeon Woods Richardson is okay.
That looks terrible. He's bad. He's really bad.
He's okay.
But it's fine. And like the bullpen is weird, but like it's at least getting guys out sometimes.
We had the Rays in this tier as well, I think was a common one.
I had the Rays in this group. But the Rays is just like they're just not going to be able to sustain any kind of offense, and that's like the shame with them.
Even then, like, I think a lot of people around baseball are panicking about certain teams. If you look around the league, everybody's 500 except like the Dodgers and the Braves and the Padres, I think, right now. So, like, the Rays might be in first place, but the way that they've gotten there is pretty chaotic. The fact that Chandler Simpson, I think, saying like 450 right now, that's not going to last.
I mean, Buster Olney shamelessly had a tweet today, or maybe it was Sunday, about like Chandler Simpson was studying Tony Gwynn tape as we want to model his game after. It's like, all right, dude, he's taking a lot of singles through the hole right now.
He's had a really good couple weeks.
And the thing that, again, to make someone most worried about the Rays possibly sustaining is that Shane McClanahan looks not good.
Yes,
and I think that's not like any kind of degradation on McClanahan. It's just he's dealt with a lot of injuries the last few years. Like, it might take him a full another year to actually get his sea legs back. But like, Rasmussen's nasty. Mats looks really good, actually.
Mats looks really good.
Mats looks awesome. I picked up Mats in tons of fantasy leagues over the last 2 weeks.
Me too, yeah.
The bullpen, even with despite Griffin Jacks being a catastrophe so far, like the rest of this bullpen's been gross. So
yes,
they are winning games because of that. And the defense actually is pretty good for a Rays team.
Clean baseball. They're going to play clean baseball. And that basically gets you to 500 right now.
Yeah, right. And then last team, and we talked about the Astros, but yeah, no one else that we haven't mentioned yet in this tier.
No. All right, James, 20 to 16. What do you got?
So now this is just, like, again, from like 21, 22, the Diamondbacks and the Rays, all the way until we get to like 15. I think all these teams are basically the same. So these are
Agreed.
going to get a lot of semantics inside of here. But 20, I have the Reds, 19, the Royals, 18, the Blue Jays, by far my biggest
We
follower.
have the Blue Jays in the exact same spot.
But wow, that's crazy. But that's by far the biggest team I have dropping. 17, our Athletics. 16, my Marlins.
Okay, wow, we have the Marlins in the exact same spot too. I like me and James, like when we spoke about this, I thought we were going to be very different because I was like, I am going to count a little bit more of like what's going on, probably a little heavier than you, but we're basically in the same spot. So let's talk about the Reds first. I guess I'll give my quick 20 through 19. 20 Royals, 19 Guardians, 18 Blue Jays, 17 D-backs, 16 your Miami Marlins. So we're relatively in the same category here. Reds, I had at 22, you had at 20. This team, I think, is doing the thing that they always do, which is kind of stink, but also not stink.
Well, I think right now with the big thing with the Reds is that it's kind of similar to what we talked about some of these other teams where they're playing relatively clean baseball, and they actually right now, this Reds team, something's carrying them is star power. Like the LA De La Cruz, Sal Stewart, 3-4 in the lineup that's a fucking unit.
Yes, but that's about it.
But that is about it right now. And like Terry Francona loves doing the thing where he hits like Spencer Steer second, Sal Stewart fourth, and also there's a big Key Brian Hayes problem. Like I kind of lauded them for grabbing Key Brian Hayes from the Pirates last year, and I couldn't have been more wrong about that. Like the fact that they took Key Brian Hayes off the Pirates books, like Bob Nutting is probably still doing his last name
probably
about
Nutting.
that. Yeah, like every couple days, but nevertheless, just Sal Stewart's a true middle of the order bat. He's a beast. Matt McClain, I know the stats aren't there, but a lot of the underlying stuff actually is. So I think that Matt McClain's bat will come around. And Ellie, hopefully this is the Ellie De La Cruz step. Both sides of the ball, he looks ridiculously good. TJ Friedl's a guy who's terrible. He should stop
Really bad. Yeah.
And like, but this team, even without Nick Lodolo or Hunter Green, winning some games, playing good baseball, Graham Ashcraft looks nice out of the pen. Like this is a quality baseball team.
Yeah, again, like you said, in this range, they're all kind of the same, and the Reds feel very similar to a lot of the other teams that we're talking about here. We both had the Royals in this same tier. You had them at 19, you had them at 20. They're still having the same issue that they've had for the last couple of years. Can't hit, pitching's fine.
Yeah, I like that Lucas Ursig has really solidified the back end of their bullpen after the concerns with Carlos Estevez and watching him blow one of the worst saves I've ever seen against the Braves and Dominic Smith hitting that grand slam. But like this, again, team is quality right now, but like they also are getting nothing from the guys who are supposed to be carrying their offense. Like Bobby Wood Jr. is heating up now, but Pasquantino and Salvador Perez are doing nothing. Cagliano's had been up and down already. Carter Jensen, the most powerful alarm clock in the world, has woken him up. But Kyle Isbell in the 9th spot is actually doing great. But
He's doing really good.
I think once the middle, to me, it sees like once the middle of this order actually starts to hit like they should hit, I see this team beginning to actually stack some wins.
They should. They definitely should be performing better, but this was me being like, right now, seeing no hitting, still seeing no hitting. Okay,
Yeah.
Can't really put them that much higher. I had the Diamondbacks at number 17. You had them, I think, at
21.
21. They're just hitting. I think when you see Ketel Marte and Corbin Carroll and
Marte's not hitting either.
well, he's starting to heat up a little bit. I think the last few nights he's gotten
weekend,
some bats. But like they're gonna mash. The pitching on the starting pitching side has been acceptable. The bullpen is still putrid, but
Soroka's look good. Soroka had a cool start on Friday where the Phillies put in 4 runs against him before he recorded an out. And then he wound up going, I think, 5 1/3 or 5 2/3 with 10 strikeouts. Second time Soroka's got 10 strikeouts already this season, 3 starts.
good pitcher. We talked about him a couple off seasons ago. Like if that velo's there.
Yeah, and he's got the slur's working now. He's got a nice changeup. I was watching him get through a start like that where, again, Citizens Bank Park, you give him 4 runs, you don't record it out. Things feel pretty bad right there. But nice to see him settle. Ryan Nelson also looks a lot better.
Yes.
That guy looks moderately acceptable. Eduardo Rodriguez looks the best he has in years as well.
He looks like a major league pitcher. Yeah.
So that's a big deal for them. But they're like, and Jose Fernandez is kind of a difference maker. Like I don't know
Spark plug.
I don't know what the future is going to hold for Nolan Arenado. I honestly don't know how many more games he can play.
Like we're getting to the territory where it's like, is he gonna call it? Like he's unplayable right now. He's moving like an elderly man.
Gabby Moreno's also looking really nice early in the season. Like this team is just, it sucks they're missing like 3 or 4 pieces. Like maybe Corbin Burns comes back and that's a huge deal, and some of those relievers hopefully. But we kind of said this Diamondbacks team is all about the hang on.
Yes.
If you can hang on, then you can actually have some fun in July and August. But
Kind of hanging.
That's what they're hanging. Through a week, they're hanging. They beat the Mets in Citi Field. They had a nice series.
Snakes up. Any other team we had Blue Jays.
Okay, so yeah, the Blue Jays are.
This is a real convo.
And the Marlins. The Blue Jays were far and away my biggest follower. The Blue Jays.
Mine too.
I think I had them second when we did this in February. Now I have them 18. They look dreadfully bad. They look bad to the point where it's hard to see them clawing their way out of this. Like, they can't win games. They got swept by the White Sox.
They lost a series to the Rockies. So they got swept by the White Sox, lost a series to the Rockies. I know they played the Dodgers as well, which doesn't help. They lost a series to the Twins. I mean, we're talking about some of the teams that we considered to be the worst in baseball coming in. They beat our A's, which, that's a sad one. But they've
Swept them.
Yeah, they've had about as easy of a schedule as you could have had early on, and besides the Mets. No, this one's easier. White Sox, Rockies,
right.
Twins, A's. But like at the same time, the things that concern me about the Blue Jays: one, injuries. Injuries are scary right now. Losing George Springer, not good. Even though Springer's been off to a slow start, losing him to the injury definitely is not going to help this team. Losing Alejandro Kirk, not helping this team. Losing Addison Barger, not helping this team. Losing Cody Ponce, that's another big one, especially because of starting pitching. You're throwing out Patrick Corbin now every 5 days. And Max Scherzer, which, I mean, what are we doing there? I can't believe we thought Max Scherzer still had something left in the tank at 41. The pitching's been a mess besides the two guys that you expected, being Gausman and Cease. They've looked phenomenal. And the hitting, it's just, it's not particularly great right now, but it's also not their biggest problem. But the guys who are hitting, I don't think are going to continue to hit.
It's a shame. That's kind of, I mean, I was definitely wrong about a lot of things I said about the Blue Jays this offseason, but the one thing was some actual concerns about this lineup, like especially right now when you knew Springer wasn't going to be last year's Springer, and now he's gone. Barger's hurt, Kirk's hurt, Santander never came back. Jesus Sanchez actually looks good, but Cosmo Okamoto, there's times he looks a little bit overmatched at the plate, like the swing and miss is bad. Like I don't know where the adjustment's going to be. Eloy Jimenez is going to be in that lineup every single day. Like it's Dalton Varsho's come out of the gate not really hitting either. This lineup is just not very good right now. This lineup is not a lineup that can carry a team that's already had as many pitching injuries as the Blue Jays have had.
Yeah, like there's a couple holes right now, and the fact that 3 out of the 5 days of the week you have no shot because your pitchers are Eric Lauer, Max Scherzer, and Patrick Corbin. That is a mega problem. And I think people gave us a little bit of crap for saying that the Blue Jays didn't have starting pitching depth. That was one thing that we were worried about going into the year. You saw one injury, and now it's all just avalanching.
One injury is not. I mean, two. There's two real injuries. I mean, also
who's the second injury?
Savage should be back soon. That's will hopefully push Corbin out of here, or maybe that actually just pushes Lauer back to the bullpen.
Scherzer.
I mean, Scherzer by then probably comes up with something. Scherzer's giving you 100 innings, so it's like whatever you want to use those 100 innings. Yeah. That's like the break glass in case of emergency Max Scherzer. But this team right now they're reeling. Like this appears to be a 500 baseball team, and that's why they're in this tier.
Yeah, the way that they're playing like not the team that they were at the end of the season. It was like the team that we thought they were going to be last year.
Yeah, but again, we've talked about this, how it's so hard sometimes to sustain that kind of emotion.
We've seen it.
Yeah, very similarly. But then when the injuries start to pile up, that makes it a lot worse.
And they are scoring runs. They can't. When they score runs, they give up a ton. They can't match them together right now. Again, I don't think they're like 6-9 bad. I don't think that's going to be like indicative of what their season looks like. But this Blue Jays team, I think this is a heat check. This is a little reality check for everybody in Toronto right now of like, oh, this team needs to play better. This is not going to be getting better sooner unless something changes.
Or unless guys come back and start getting healthier. But, I mean, luckily they still have the anchors at the top in Gausman and Cease.
Who are awesome.
That will keep you around 500. Then similar conversation we have with the Diamondbacks. Like, this is still a team that can get hot when guys come back. If Savage comes back, like, you definitely just need some of the bats to come back around.
They need some punch. They've got 14 home runs. I think that's like similar to the Mets of like one of the worst in baseball.
Yeah, I have the league-wide hitting stats up here. I'm going to cite some of these when we get to some of these teams closer to the top. Also, like, I forgot to mention this one with the Royals. 4th in the league right now, barrel rate as a team.
Man, so just a
Dodgers,
little bad
Yankees,
luck.
Braves, Royals.
Where were the Blue Jays?
The Blue Jays are way down there.
I thought you were saying they were tied with the Royals.
No. Blue Jays are in between the Mets and the Rockies.
It's not a good place to be right now.
26th, 24th.
It's a bad place to be.
Bad place. But the other team we had in this tier together were the Marlins at 16.
Yeah, 16. Just 500 baseball team. Good baseball team in terms of, again, like, I think they're like almost like the Cardinals on steroids where like you're not going to go in and just beat the Marlins, but they're way more exciting on both sides of the ball.
My boy Ado Lopez looks disgusting.
Of course.
That's this year's Geraldo Perdomo. He already has a batted ball about 113. He had another one this week at 109.5, which are both around. The 113 is way above his career max. The 109 was close to his career max. I don't know how he found this power. Owen Casey, my guy, also looks amazing. Like Xavier Edwards just playing good baseball. Jacob Marcy sucks, but like he's playing good defense. Leo Jimenez, who they grabbed from the Blue Jays in a funny early season trade, he's got some DH reps on him against lefties. He looks decent. And Yuri hasn't even looked great, and they still look okay. Like Sandy was
Sandy's
looking
awesome.
great, and then this weekend he just got crushed on Sunday. The bullpen's definitely good enough. Like this is just a quality baseball team.
This is such a middle 15, 16, 17,
Awesome.
14 ranking for them.
But this is such a team that can like scratch and claw and get near 500 and like make you really work every single time you have to face them.
Yes, it's not going to be an easy win, not a rollover win. All right, number 15, our Athletics.
Okay.
Number 14, the Rangers. Number 13, the Red Sox. Number 12, the Mets. Number 11, the Orioles.
Did you have the Guardians in the last crew?
I had them at 19.
Okay, so my number 15 is the Guardians, 14 Rangers, 13 Padres, 12 Red Sox, 11 Mets.
Yeah, so we'll go Guardians first. Again, like they're not scoring a lot of runs. I know Jose Ramirez has been cold, so he'll heat up. It's basically Chase DeLauder putting this entire team on his back, it feels like, nights.
Kind of. They're another team.
Their offense still mega stinks, and their pitching hasn't even really been good.
Dude, they're another team. They're one of the top teams in team barrel rate so far this year.
Is it just Chase DeLauder?
I mean, he's probably a part of it, but he's on the team.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm a Guardians hater. We know that. Every time I watch them play, I go, how do they keep winning? It's like the other teams don't show up against them.
It's good defense, good bullpen. I think that
Brian Rocchio's playing every day again.
this lineup is not
Yes,
bad.
it is.
It's not terrible.
Yes,
it's not as bad as it was supposed to. It really isn't. Like right now,
Stop.
DeLauder jumping in there is a huge deal for them. Manzardo's come out of the gate hitting decently well.
No, he hasn't. Manzardo's been horrendous.
Oh, he has been horrendous. I guess I just saw the 460-foot home run the other day. I was like,
Yeah,
nice.
Manzardo's been
Yeah,
atrocious.
Manzardo's been terrible. Manzardo's been horrible. But
Bo Naylor has a 0 OPS plus. This lineup is not better than we thought it was.
Bo Naylor's another guy. For some reason, he's hitting the ball hard, but he's not getting results to show for it. The Guardians fans down here know. Juan Brito's going to hit a little bit, maybe.
For what, another week? This lineup sucks.
Angel Martinez is fun. I don't know. I really this team plays baseball. I'm like, I like watching them play. Also, Parker Messick is nasty. He's a legit pitcher.
He's okay.
No, he's legit.
Why is he legit?
Because
What does he do that's legit? Just getting outs?
Nasty changeup from a lefty.
Whatever.
No, and again, I think this team is another one. Like this team is in my 500-ish crew, and I think that's where they're going to wind up.
I put them in the bottom of my 500-ish again. This lineup is putrid. This lineup sucks. And it's Chase DeLauder. Jose Ramirez has been cold. He's going to come back. Chase DeLauder and him are legit good hitters. I don't think there's another good hitter in this lineup.
Quan's definitely a good hitter.
Quan is a league average hitter. Enough of him being a good hitter. He's a league average hitter.
He's a fine bat. Most of his career WRC plus is 112.
Yeah, and the last few years he's been horrible.
No, last year it was 100. The year before it was 130.
Yeah, that 130's carrying. I mean, I know another guy who was a slap hitter who had a 130 WRC plus 1 year in Cleveland as a left-handed hitter.
The slap hitter who had the 130 WRC plus in Cleveland 1 year is the left-handed hitter. Who?
Andres Jimenez.
Oh, yeah, it's a little different. But
Are they?
oh, I think I'm definitely a little bit more in on this team. Stephen Kwan's a 350 career base percentage. You can't really do shit about that.
Fine. You're right. I can't do anything about that.
Absolutely not. But I think this team is going to be a hang-around team all year.
Of course they are. No, they're
cannot-
always going to be a hang-around team.
You cannot get rid of this team. That's why they're like dead smack in the middle of these power rankings.
Yeah, it angers me that they do this because the team's not good, but they still do it every year. Fucking AL Central.
Where'd you have the Rangers?
I had the Rangers at 14, exact same spot.
Nice.
Middle of the pack. I can't get a vibe on them yet. I can't get a read. I don't really know what's going on there. There's days where I think they look good. There's days where I think they look bad. Brandon Nimmo is kind of carrying this offense, which is hilarious. Evan Carter looks okay, which is good. I think they need that out of him. The pitching has been, I think, the thing that's been the most surprising. That the bullpen just basically hasn't given up almost any runs this entire year is shocking.
Robert Garcia has. Jacob Junis, though.
Jacob Junis. Jacob Blatz.
Jacob Blatz, Cole Winn. They're like it's a hodgepodge of bullshit, but like they're steadying it. And Jack Lawyer looks like he's taking a step. Mackenzie Gore is probably going to be an ace until June 15th. So we have until then to
Yes.
for him. DeGrom, there was that mini health scare, but he comes back on Sunday. It looked great, so it's like, all right, keep riding. Nate Eovaldi looks terrible, but and Kumar Rocker.
Major league pitcher?
Seeing hints.
Major league pitcher, I think.
I'm seeing something there where I like that. I don't know. Corey Seager's still healthy, so I guess that's okay. Langford hasn't hit, but
Josh Young might be done.
He looks bad. This is a fine team. This is like the anti-Guardians, though. Like I put them next to each other, but there's no similarities.
No, none at all. They are the anti-Guardians. It's a lot of everyone expects them to be hitting. They're not.
Imagine just smushing those teams together. You get the top of the Rangers rotation. You get the Guardians bullpen.
Win 95 games.
You get Jose Ramirez at third base with a lot of these other Rangers guys mixing in. That's a team.
That's a team. We both had the Red Sox, I believe, in this tier as well. I had them at 13. You had them
12.
You had them higher than me. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, They're not that far off where I had them preseason, but they just don't look very good.
Yeah, they're. I mean, nobody's hitting in this lineup right now besides Willier. Yeah, Willier and Wilson Contreras are the two guys that are mashing, which was all over that Wilson Contreras. He was getting taken so late in fantasy at the first base position. I'm like, he's in Fenway. What are we doing here? Also, it seems like the Alex Cora scenario. Like they keep hitting Caleb Durbin second. Caleb Durbin has a 1 OPS plus right now, and I'm not seeing anything that's going to tell me he's coming out of the woods anytime soon.
That feels like the kind of move. I always like trying to figure out who's making these decisions. Is this the manager or is this the president? That feels like Craig Breslow being like, save my ass.
You think so? I feel like that's like manager almost.
I don't know. I don't know how the manager could be in the room with them every day and be like, yeah, Caleb Durbin.
We have a similar manager, so.
I mean, it's also like Caleb Durbin was such a, I don't know. I like that trade they made, but he kind of had not an inconsistent hitting profile, just a hitting profile that was hard to really
didn't play for Fenway.
Yeah, and I don't know. William Bray looks great. Your boy Jaron Duran's like basically being platoon now.
Yeah, he's not looking particularly
good. That one.
Getting on base though.
Yeah, he is. Marcelo Meyer looks not good.
You're hating Marcelo. When he makes contact, it's barrels.
Yeah, sure.
If his name was Jose De La Cruz, you would be all over him.
Absolutely
you'd be like,
not.
You'd be like, watch out, hold on, the barrel rate's high. You just got to make better contact.
Definitely not. I mean, you can't make better contact though if you swing and miss at every single pitch below the zone.
Then start taking.
He has to start taking it. I don't know. This team is and then
Trevor Story looks bad too.
He's finally got hot over the weekend. Trevor Story's the kind of guy where like the early season split will make you like be horrified, but he probably did this last year in July and nobody noticed.
I think he just does this all the time.
That's what I'm saying. It's just live what he is. And like Ranger Suarez finally had a good start over the weekend, but it came out of the gate a little scary. Sonny Gray's been hot and cold. It feels like
Brian Bayo looks bad.
It feels like Peyton Tolley is one of their best pitchers, and he's like trapped in the minor leagues because of how many other pitchers they acquired. Tyler Uberstein also looks like he's had some nasty stuff. Jake Bennett's fun. Like feels like they bogged down the top. We also like the depth that they created. I don't know. There's another team where it feels much more weird than I think it should right now. And Red Sox fans are rabid.
About the only fan base that's a little more rabid right now than it feels like the Mets fans, who I had at number 12, you had at number 11. Juan Soto out of the lineup makes his team feel not very good at all. Francisco Lindor playing bad, not just statistically, but also mentally is not great. Lame duck manager doesn't help. There's not much good going on in the Mets world right now besides up the middle, Luis Robert, Francisco Alvarez breakouts.
Yeah, they both look amazing. There's been a lot of Carson Bench discourse as well. I don't know if you heard Jared Seiler, Baseball Prospectus, who they were some of the most aggressive rankers on Carson Bench as a prospect. Today, he said he doesn't think he's a major leaguer with the new swing.
I mean, why did he change it? That's what I want to know. Why did he change the swing?
It could have been something like the Mets didn't have a hitting coach for a chunk of the offseason. He wanted to get some work done, so he goes to the coach he knows. So, you know what I mean? All these little things have trickle-down effects, but it doesn't mean that it's like, of course it doesn't mean that it's over, but like it is hearing like one of the best prospect prognosticators who was one of the highest people on bench say something like that. I'm like, that's shitty to hear.
Yikes. We've had a couple of young guys change their swings in the offseason, and then it doesn't work. Send them back down, go back to the old swing, be the old Carson Bench.
Well, sometimes you need that. Like sometimes if a player wants to continue to do their own thing, you kind of need to. It's like with a kid. Like you need them to fail on their own, and then for them to be like, all right, now this is actually what I have to do. But maybe that's happening. Also, like there's concern about Bo Bichette. I think that even the last week his defense has looked way better, and I think the swings look way better. Like he seems like he's going to be fine, but it's Semien, it's Beatty, it's Vientos, it's Benj. Like it's that middle chunk of the roster that was supposed to be very strong. That's all. Yeah, Polanco again. I think he's a vet. He's going to be fine.
It's injury stuff though. I'm worried about.
Definitely. It's just these guys are the ones that need to like kind of snap back a little bit. And Freddie Peralta's been inconsistent. David Peterson looks terrible. Kodai Senga started hot. He just got bombarded over the weekend. Like and the Mets bullpen is bad. Yeah. Outside of Devin Williams, I guess right now. But
and Huascar Brazoban, don't you forget him.
Yeah, Huascar, and I guess Tobias Myers still too. But it's a strange team right now. They need to gel fast.
Yeah, they're getting in dangerous territory. Who else did you have in this? We haven't talked about the Athletics.
No, we haven't. Yeah.
I think they're starting to heat up a little bit. I did my tier list. I put the A's in the playoffs, and then on my tier list, based on how they started the season, I'm like, oh man, I think I might have been early. This might not be a particularly good team. I'm back on the A's bandwagon. The A's are good.
Well, they just came to New York and they won 5 out of 6 against the Mets and Yankees.
Good team.
Like that's crazy. And we were kind of hoping for this A's team to heat up when they wound up getting home. Like a lot of people right now are freaking out about the A's hitters in fantasy baseball. And it's like they've only had 3 home games so far out of 15 games. Like they're about to go for a nice 7-game homestand against the Rangers and the White Sox, and this team's going to, I think, just hit the shit out of the ball for
Get
a
fat.
week straight. Yeah, and like they're gonna have a lot of home games coming up because of how much time they spent on the road early in the season, which is something that even plays into this. Like that's. Again, it seems like it's killing the Mets. How many deep road trips they've already taken, how many they're going to continue to take over the next few weeks. But this young team in the A's, it feels like they're gelling. They're having fun this weekend in Queens, like at Yankee Stadium. And they were pitching, which is crazy. Like they were winning these games against the Mets and Yankees 3-2, 1-0, 4-0, 1-0. That's not the way they're supposed to win games. The fact that they're even finding ways to win games like that, it gives me confidence in like who they are as a club.
Yeah, I do like the A's. I'm really hoping that by the end of this we can put them even higher. Maybe like at the beginning of May we'll be like A's are top almost 10.
Yeah. So, I mean, same with the Marlins. And also, did you have the Padres top 10?
I have the Padres top 10, yeah.
Okay, so we covered every single team in this tier then.
And Orioles, where do you have the Orioles?
Either was at 10.
Okay. All right. So give me your 10 through whatever.
10 through 6. Orioles at 10, Brewers 9, Cubs 8, Tigers 7, Pirates 6.
Okay. So I went Padres 10, Pirates 9, Phillies 8, Cubs 7, Mariners 6.
Okay.
A little bit different, but all kind of the same. Pirates top 10 for both of us, though. Let's go. Jolly Roger, my Pirates.
I put the Pirates at 6. I think it's a little bit more about what's happened to the Cubs so far this season. I'm still very in the Cubs. I think this team's still going to start rattling off some wins, but losing Kate Horton's a huge deal for them.
And losing Seiya. Like, that lineup's lacking
Well,
a little
Seiya's back
punch, too.
now.
Oh, he's back now?
Yeah, he came back on Friday. He played 2 games this weekend.
Okay.
He pinch hit in the other one, but that was hurting them.
That's
kind of what we said about this Cubs lineup. Like PCA's come out of the gate cold. He will get hot, but right now he's cold. Alex Bregman is looking like it's not clicking in yet. Ian Happ's come out looking nice. Nick Horner looks good. Michael Busch looks horrible. It's just this lineup of a lot of guys who are a little bit better than average, who they kind of all need to be working together for this lineup to get to where they want it to take them.
Yeah, I still think the Cubs are good. I put them at 7. Pirates, though, at 9. Good pitching. Bullpen's doing its job. The defense is still about as bad as it can be, and Connor Griffin hasn't even really hit for a second yet. I think Ken Rosenthal came out and said that they're flirting with the idea of sending Griffin down if mentally it seems like he's struggling, that they don't care about the physical stuff right now. They just want to make sure that he's mentally okay, because I think this is probably the first time in his entire life he hasn't been the best player on a baseball field every single time he steps out there.
Or any field.
Or any field, anything. He was a great football player, too, I think.
Basketball, too.
Yeah. The Pirates are good. I think the Pirates are a good baseball team.
No, the Pirates are really good. The big thing that gives me confidence in the Pirates, and they know every single day they send a pitcher out there, they're going to pitch well.
And they know that every single day they're sending a pitcher out there in the lineup in Marcelo Ozuna, and they're still winning baseball games.
Yeah, right. I mean, but also, like, the step forward by Braxton Ashcraft is like, whoa.
Your guy.
That's my dude. He looks phenomenally good. He was throwing 99s on Saturday against the Cubs. He destroyed the Cubs in Wrigley Field.
Oh, yeah.
Even Bubba Chandler, like, he's pitching like a lunatic, but, like, he's getting outs. And if that command can just come back in, he's going to be awesome. Skeen's great. Keller's been nice with all the junk out of the gate. Your boy Lazinski, Gamecock, looks all good, too.
I told you about Carmen Majinski watching him at the beginning of the year. You doubted me.
Couldn't really believe it. And then also, again, this bullpen, like, Santana has had some moments of wavering, but he looks like he's settling in. Mason Montgomery, when the ball's in the strike zone, is great. Justin Lawrence has been a legit fireman for them. Gregory Soto has pitched well to this point. We know the blow-up's coming around the corner, but he has looked good. People in the fantasy baseball world are freaking out about this Pirates bullpen right now because they're showing absolutely no coherence in who's getting the save any single day.
That's electric.
Gregory Soto got saves for a week, and the next day he came into the 7th inning. People are losing it. But also, like, Jared Jones, we're gonna get Jared Jones rehab assigned probably in the next few weeks. Also, this lineup has been deeper, which was the whole thing they needed to do.
O'Neal Cruz is hitting.
O'Neal Cruz is hitting. Brandon Lowe's hitting. Brian Reynolds is hitting. Ryan O'Hearn's hitting.
Your boy's been bad. Horowitz hasn't hit for shit.
I know he hasn't hit at all, but the batted ball day is not terrible on him. And also, Henry Davis looks like an incredibly capable catcher.
Yes.
Like,
and he's swinging harder.
That's a big thing. And the defense looks good. Like, this is just like a very solid baseball team. They're definitely my biggest riser over 2 weeks of play.
Yes, they are definitely mine as well. We had the Orioles and Padres, I think, swapped. I think I had Orioles 11, Padres 10, and I think you had the opposite.
I still the Padres 13. I'm still going to Padres 8.
You're still going to Padres 8. I'm putting them top 10. Fernando Tatis still hasn't hit and they're winning baseball games. That to me just goes, maybe they are a little better than we thought. The pitching is still putrid, but the idea that their lineup can get them close enough where that bullpen can then come in, and the bullpen doesn't give up any runs because that bullpen's unbelievable. That's why I think Padres, right now, top 10 team.
It's crazy watching Fernando Tatis play second base.
Nuts. Also, fantasy baseball owners are like, please, just a few more games.
Some leagues is 5, some is 10, some is 15. If he gets to 5, it's curtains for that position. But I think a big thing with the Padres, I push them up a little bit just because Randy Vasquez looks like a very capable major league starter. He's picked up 2 ticks across the board. He still has his deep 7-pitch mix. The color has a little bit firmer of movement right now. It's nice. But the Pivetta injury on Sunday is something that
hurts them.
If like I don't want to hear elbow stiffness on April 12th, and if he's out there, again, that's still why I'm very reticent to rank this team higher, because it could be over in a second if anything happens to him.
Oh yeah, if Pavetta's out for an extended period of time, they are going to tank.
Because he's supposed to be the horse. Like, Michael King is pitching decent to start the year, but we don't know how long that's going to go. We're not hearing anything still about Joe Musgrove, right?
Nothing.
Unless I missed some updates there. I haven't heard anything. And again, the bullpen's nasty, but like, you need a lead to hold the lead, and we're worried about what's going to happen in this rotation. I still see this team as like an 83, 84 win team. So I want a little bit more doubt. I need a little more proof to get rid of that doubt.
And that's me, top 10 record right now, seeing what we've seen. Orioles are an interesting team because the bullpen's actually been pretty good.
That's what I was going to say.
Starting pitching has been horrendous, though. Starting pitching has been bad outside of Trevor Rogers.
Trevor Rogers has been bad. I mean, right now, Kyle Brash
he's been great.
It's been very consistent from the start of the year. The breaking balls are not there. We hope they'd be. But the Mets castoffs have saved the Orioles bullpen.
Yeah, I know.
Ryan Hell's looks like a legit closer again. Rico Garcia is phenomenal. And Anthony Nunez, who...
Mets could use him right now.
That's going to be one that we regret. Tyler Wells also is doing it out there. Like, they... losing who got injured for them? Why am I blanking right now?
Eflin? Dietrich Enns?
Yeah, losing Eflin, but like Cade Povich, I don't like Cade Povich, but at least as a 5, he's like moderately functional.
Albert Suarez is back.
Yeah, Boz is pushing the cutter usage, which has been kind of fun for him. It's not that capable yet, but he's treading water to the spot where I think I could see him getting hot. Like, Tyler Wells has been a decent reliever. Like, this is I think this is a team that can play. They can play ball. And a lot of this lineup hasn't even really hit yet, and they're still able to like stay alive and win these. Besides Gunnar Henderson, but like,
yeah, Gunner's been awesome. He's so good.
Taylor Ward's also really caught fire too. But I still see a lot more for this team if it's in front of them if they want to get it.
I can, especially because Pete Alonso's been about as bad as he could be, and I don't think Pete's going to be that kind of player. Same thing with Basayo. Basayo's been not good at all. No. He looks like a 21-year-old right now at the major league level, trying to also figure out how to catch and hit at the same time. The Adley injury hurts because Adley was actually swinging the bat well, but this is, I think, like a right around top 10 team, and when things probably start to even out, both on the good and the bad, I think they're going to be right around a top 10 team.
Definitely. I think the fact that one of the biggest doubts we had of them heading into season, the bullpen has looked good. I'm like, all right, they can solidly be a top 10 team.
Who else do we have to talk about in this tier?
Where'd you have Tigers? Where'd you have Brewers?
I had Tigers 5, Brewers 4.
Okay, yeah. So I guess we gotta move forward then.
Just keep going, and then we'll just talk about the rest of the teams we haven't. So I had Tigers 5, Brewers 4, Yankees 3, Braves 2, Dodgers 1.
Okay, similar. I had Phillies 5, Mariners 4, Yankees 3, Braves 2, Dodgers 1.
That Braves one hurts me. They're playing really good baseball.
It's just the truth.
I don't know how, because of their pitching again. I mean, Chris Sale's phenomenal. Obviously, we know Chris Sale. I think there is going to be some regression still, but also they're going to get Ronald Acuna hot at some point, and he's going to start hitting home runs, which I'm scared about.
I mean, he's going to get hot at some point. Spencer Strider will come back at some point. He will be better than Bryce Elder, which is going to be a big deal. Did you see Greg Maddux kind of bullied Bryce Elder, that article for MLB.com?
A little bit, yeah.
I talked to you about that one. He was like, "Oh, I didn't realize you were a swing and miss pitcher." But Bryce Elder's looked better. I still don't think he's good, but he has taken there's a relative step forward that's been taken. And one of the reasons I have the Braves comfortably at 2, we were talking about them at 2, and then we're going to start talking about all these other teams like 3 through 7 in a second. I think that these guys are going to come from AAA. I think they're going to really help this rotation. Didier Fuentes and J.R. Ritchie, I'm pretty locked in on both of those guys. I think they're both nasty. I think they're both going to be capable major league starters the second they step in the show.
I mean, they're going to need it because they have 3 major league starters right now on their roster.
I mean, they also have 3 major league starters, and all of them are ready to get hurt any second.
Yeah, literally.
But that's also why, like,
but this is a power ranking, so it's like based on what we've seen and what they have, we can't play the guessing game.
And also
baseball team.
Other teams that were going to rank 2 just haven't grabbed it. Like the Yankees have lost 5 games in a row. I still think they're great, but like they've lost 5 games in a row. The Mariners cannot hit right now, but I think the Mariners will come around. That's why I still had them at 4. Same with the Phillies. Like, it's been strange to start the season. Like, they don't have anyone in the lineup 4 through 9. But
no.
I do like Justin Crawford. Justin Crawford's played nice ball, but
good enough ball player.
That's another one where I'm like, I don't know what this last shine is going to look like on June 15th, but it's fun right now.
It's a little hold pat on some of these teams where the Braves, I'll go, you're playing well. I think it would be Mets bias for me not to put them at number 2. I think at this moment they are the clear second best team in baseball based on how they've played.
Talk about the Brewers.
I think the Brewers are getting a little unlucky. Like, they're still pitching well. I think they're hitting well. I love this lineup. I love everything about the Brewers. I know that they just dropped some games this week that pushed them down a little bit. I think they're on a 5-game losing streak too, which is like, you got cold. It's going to happen.
I definitely love this lineup less without Churio. Now we're not going to have Yelich, and we don't have Vaughn still.
Is Yelich hurt?
Yeah, did you see yesterday he pulled his hamstring, and Pat Murphy said expect some bad news.
Oh my God, no, I missed that.
Yeah.
So all right, that would change things for me because I love the way that Yelich was playing, but like at the same time, like my boy Gary Mitchell's doing some good things. That's my guy.
He still got 40% strikeout rate.
That's fine. Be chaos. Bryce Terang is legitimately good. Jake Bauers is doing the Jake Bauers thing, which is only hit righties and hit him really well. William Contreras looks totally back. Like, they're getting Gary Sanchez to be really good.
This is a team where, like, talk about, like, the value of a bench. Like, they put guys in every single day, different roles, mix and match. Like, it's very fun how many guys can do different things on this roster and how they ask them to do different things all the time.
And they're pitching. They're doing the Brewers pitching, and Uribe and McGill haven't even been good. And they're still just pitching well.
Zerpa even got blown up one time over the weekend. I think he actually blew him twice over the weekend. But it's that's the thing. I still look at this roster. I'm like, it's still just not. It's not good enough for me to rank them. Even to put them at 9, I was like, that's why I still put the Cubs ahead of them.
I think again, this is like the weird thing with the Brewers. They're so built for the regular season that I'd like them more in the regular season than I will in the playoffs. Like, I think that they are a borderline top 5 team in baseball right now, which is why I think I had them at 5 or wherever I put them. Where did I put the Brewers? I put the Brewers at 4.
4.
Yeah, 4. But, like, also at the same time, I don't think they make any noise in the postseason right now. Also, this was not knowing that Christian Yelich was going to miss a lot of time. Christian Yelich probably bumps them closer to that top 10 range.
Yeah, I still think this team actually can make noise in the playoffs with that lineup fully healthy. But it's just It's a long way to get there. And then other teams we haven't talked about, the Tigers. I still think they're good. It's just been kind of slow for some guys out of the gate, especially
they're
Riley Green.
7-9 or 6-10 right now, and I kind of don't care at all.
Yeah, they didn't win a game for like a week, but Colt Keith looks like he's taking a step forward. McGonigal looks wildly legit.
Yeah, he's so good.
Like Riley Green, I know he will come around. Like, it's going to be fine. And like Skubal and Framber, that's kind of it.
Yeah,
Flaherty. These TDS people out there. If you guys watch my YouTube channel,
turbo dog shit for those of you out there.
That's what that means. That's the only thing I've ever known TDS meant. But
also, who called that with Jack Flaherty, huh?
He sucks. He's terrible.
Yeah, of course he is.
He's awful. But again, this is still a very good team to me. And same with the Mariners. I don't even have a shtickle of fear with the Mariners right now.
No, I put them at 6 just from the standpoint.
I put them at 2.
The reason I put the Mariners down a little bit, again, is just from the starting pitching side. Luis Castillo is looking a little bit rough. And for a team that doesn't have the starting pitching depth, that's something that I didn't necessarily take into account, that he might just be getting cooked this year.
A big deal for me with them is that Emerson Hancock looks like he's taking a step forward. They've changed his arm slide. He's getting more ride in his fastball. He looks nice.
Although, we just saw a scary arm slot injury. Joe Boyle, major change to his arm slot. Elbow hurts.
It's definitely possible, but it's a big deal for them, especially as Bryce Miller's beginning to throw again. To have Emerson Hancock, the fact that you can be like, the Mariners actually do have 6 starting pitchers.
Yes.
It's a decent spot for them to be.
And bullpen's awesome.
Bullpen's ridiculously good. And the lineup there's no way that
the lineup is still hitting, even without Josh Naylor, Cal Raleigh, and Julio Rodriguez, who would probably have been the 3 best hitters on this team coming into the season. Still are the 3 best hitters. Those 3 guys haven't done anything. Josh Naylor has a negative OPS plus. You could put up nobody at the plate. It would be more valuable right now.
And the Colt Emerson extension means he's going to be up quite soon. And then you're going to throw his bat into this lineup if they deem him to be ready, which that's still up to them. But
they also don't need to. Like, the spots where he would play, they don't really need his help.
No, but I mean, because Cole Young's also hitting. He's coming out of the gate. Like, this is just a very, and same. We haven't talked about the Yankees. The Yankees are amazing. I don't care. I don't care if they lost 5 in a row. It's such a good team.
Yeah, I'm not having this idiot bullshit talk that you're seeing on talk radio and all these baseball shows about the Yankees lineup this, the Yankees lineup that. I'm like, yeah, guys, Aaron Judge has not even been the same player that he has been. He's still fine, but Aaron Judge isn't hot yet. Trent Grisham is getting on base. The hits are going to fall at some point. Ryan McMahon stinks. I think Jose Caballero stinks, but those are the 2 spots where they need to figure it out. Everywhere else, this team is completely fine. Even Austin Wells' slow start, I don't care.
The bullpen's been good. The rotation's been good enough. It's just this team
Rotation's
doesn't have
been great.
Yeah, great. But also, and they're still going to get Cole and Rodon back. Like Ryan Weathers looks quite good. Schlittler looks quite good. Like he looks bad, but we'll see. And I was gonna say something else about the Yankees just now. I just lost it for a second. Where was it? What was I gonna say about the Yankees?
Jazz Chisholm's been bad, and he's going to be fine.
Just play Ben Rice against lefties. What are we doing? Who cares?
Enough of Paul
Just play
Goldschmidt.
him.
And I know Paul Goldschmidt's actually hitting well, I think, in the small sample that he has, but like Ben Rice needs to play every single day. And if you want to get Paul Goldschmidt in the lineup, the way you play Ben Rice is then he catches. It's that simple.
Yes, that's it. But I gotta go.
Gotta go. All right. Sorry about that. We had some chaos going on. We're back, though. We have 3 more teams to talk about. Phillies, James. I had them at 8. Where did you have them?
5.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a similar conversation to like where the Mariners and the Tigers are. I think I probably believe in the Phillies a little bit less than I did earlier in the year, but still they're relatively around this range. Like you said, that 1 through 4 is really good, and then after that it's
3.
just or 1 through 3, my bad. Yeah,
Not
because
4.
Alec Boehm stinks. But that's also a huge problem with this team. Still, with all the pitching, with their bullpen, with those 3 hitters being Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, it's still one of the best teams in baseball.
It is, and the fact that Christopher Sanchez has been a little rockier to start season than we saw him last year, but he still looks phenomenally good. Like Zach Wheeler's velocity's down, his rehab stint, but he's going to be back, and even like 80% of Zach Wheeler is a really good Major League Baseball starter. I've been low-key impressed by Andrew Painter. The fact that the fastball shape has not returned to form whatsoever has me worried about his true like ace potential. But as a Major League as a 3-4 guy, like he's incredibly capable of that, I think.
I also think just because we've seen it there before, it's kind of one of those things where it's like he's 23, he's going to be 24. I'm not really worried about it this year. Like this year, it might not.
As a mid-rotation guy, as a back-rotation guy.
Yes, this year he might be that. For the future, I still think he's going to be very good, a frontline guy, especially with how the Phillies have made pitchers get better after years and years of work in that organization. Jesus Luzardo's been horrible, though.
But he's doing the exact same Jesus Luzardo thing. Like Friday night, he was up 4-0 in the first inning, and I think he kept the Diamondbacks hitless through 4, and then there was a walk, a single. Alec Thomas sacrificed bunted. It maybe bunted for a hit, honestly, but it was back to Luzardo. He couldn't make the play, and all of a sudden the wheels fell off. But it all comes back to the fact that when Luzardo faces these heavy right-handed lineups, his changeup is just not consistent enough, and they're able to back him into a corner with the sweeper and the fastball. And it's like it sucks that keeps happening, but it's the thing. It's the thing that will continue to stop him from being a frontline pitcher.
Yeah, like the Phillies.
He's still good.
Yeah, he's still very good. Obviously, it's early on in the season. Similarly, that top 3 is good enough, but they do need some help. Like the fact that Bryson Stott, Edmundo Sosa, Alec Boehm, Adolis Garcia, like these guys have been nothing burgers, and I don't really see a world where they're not nothing burgers either.
They should be doing what the Blue Jays are doing. Just start trading for depth guys on other teams.
In the middle of this recording, the Blue
Lenyn
Jays
Sosa.
traded for Lenyn Sosa, my boy. And you know what? That's going to be the next little demon they get.
I think it's going to be awesome for them because if they can make Lenyn Sosa like 80% of Jesus Sanchez, it's the same build, but it's like it's Charmeleon and Charmander, right?
Nice. Okay, good job. Yeah, Charmeleon's the middle evolution. Charmander's the starter.
Who would be the big one of that one?
You got this. Come on.
No, I know it's Charizard.
Oh,
I'm talking
okay.
about the baseball player. Who would be?
The baseball player version of that is
Where it's like high swing and miss, good bat speed, but like we gotta bring him in.
Oh man, I can only think of like the best players in the world.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But honestly, it might be though.
Like Mr. Kurtz.
Yeah, possibly. But that's funny. Also, did you see what Andrew Painter said about his piggyback appearance on Sunday?
I didn't know.
So he almost missed the start with migraines, but he came to the ballpark late and he wound up piggybacking on Zach Pop, and he was like, I honestly wasn't good to go in this game, but like I knew if they had to do a full bullpen game, someone would have gotten DFA'd because I was gonna miss the start. So like I had to show up and pitch. Yeah, it was good move by him. But again,
good move by him.
This Phillies team is just good, but they need like 3 more base players, and that bullpen's lethal.
That bullpen is disgusting.
John Duran is disgusting.
It's crazy that I think MLB Network did like a top 10 closers this year. He wasn't on there.
Ridiculous. He was my firm number 3 closer in fantasy baseball this year. And now with Edwin Diaz looking weird, it's like he's clearly 2, I think.
Which should we talk about the Dodgers then?
Yeah, we did some Yankee talk, but
we talked about the Yankees. You said they were great. We don't need to give them any more.
No, the Dodgers are also just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, like the Dodgers, I think we can make an argument aren't even playing well.
No, I think they play pretty well.
No, but like in terms of like their actual like performance, I don't know. It feels like they're still not even clicking, but they also don't care. Like, I mean, Max Muncy hitting 3 home runs in one game is great, and Andy Paz has been on a tear.
20 RBIs.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Ohtani's hot again. He's hit like 3 home runs in a row. Maybe they are playing good, right?
Ohtani also hasn't given up a run.
Just in time to play the Mets.
Yeah, also Emmett Sheehan was down to start the year. The velocity popped back up over the weekend, so it looks like he's going to continue to be just a really good pitcher.
Dalton rushing off the bench is like, what if every game I play I hit a home run?
It's ridiculous. Even like having like Santiago Espinal, Miguel Rojas as like the weak side platoons who just play really good defense. Like, all right, guys, fuck off.
Yeah, and they have 2 starting pitchers that have been useless so far this year.
Oscar's also been hitting again, like Will Smith. Kyle Tucker's been average, but who cares? Mookie's not even playing. He's injured. It's too much. The problem is, though, still, with Edwin Diaz's velocity trending down, sitting around 95, and now there's like some kind of teeny tiny hints of possibly an IL stint. It's like that, suddenly that was the big hole that you thought you filled. If that is a big hole again, that is still something.
Although Tanner Scott does look awesome again.
He does, but like let's see what the lights get bright. Because that game where Edwin Diaz wasn't available on Saturday, Scott pitched the 8th, and then Trinan came in for the 9th, and Vesia bailed out Trinan.
Yes, which...
So it's still the same deal with them.
Yeah, this is the Dodgers. We know how good they are. We know they're the best team in baseball. There's not really much of a conversation besides they're the best.
No, and again, right now, I think the Braves the second best.
I think that's kind of it. I guess what we'll leave you with is, James, me and you both, we're going to say who's going to move up the most on the next one and down the most on the next one. Little quick prediction. 2 weeks from now.
Up the most and down the most. Maybe the Pirates come back to earth a little bit. I'm trying to think of like the reverse. The teams that we've ranked highly now and the teams we've ranked lowly, they kind of get back to their own even standing. If something happened to Chris Sale, the Braves would tumble out of my top 10 probably.
Yeah, of course.
So that could be one.
I do think it's probably the Pirates that drops the most out of both of our rankings.
It could be. For me, if we get good news on Nick Pivetta and good news on Joe Musgrove over the next few weeks, I can see them jumping up a lot for me. If the Royals start hitting, I can see them jumping up a lot.
I also still can see the Blue Jays jumping up a lot too if Savage
Definitely.
comes back and looks good. Like that does help them a ton.
Also, over our little chaos break and recording, like Imai and Jeremy Pena on the injured list. The Astros,
Oh, they both hit it?
Both hit it.
Man, my 26 looking great.
Astros look so bad.
So bad. It's crazy. It's almost like they were building a smart team before they got rid of all the smart people and it got worse.
Yeah, this looks bad.
Bad. You guys let us know down in the comment section below. How do you think our power rankings look? Don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe. We plan to do these like every couple weeks, so big shout out to you guys for watching it. Hope you enjoy it. You can follow James on social media at
James Shiano.
I'm Giraffe Neck Mark. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.